welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Corinne, I'm 35 and I'm currently going through treatment for triple negative breast cancer, and I started a new treatment 2 days ago. I didn't film anything at all yesterday. I was just, really fatigued, didn't get out of my pajamas, didn't shower, spent most of the day either laying around in bed like I am right now, or I even had a nap, which I'm not a big napper. So I thought I should pick the camera up and at least start this video. I did try to record snippets on my chemo day. Started a new treatment, so I'm now doing AC, or as it's often known on the internet, Red Devil. I had an allergic reaction to the paclitaxel chemo, so they've flipped my treatment. So I was always meant to be doing the AC. It's 4 rounds of the AC and you get it every 3 weeks. But they've brought that forward. It was meant to be at the end of my chemo treatment. It's now come forward. And then, so next week I am seeing an immunologist to see what will happen with the paclitaxel and if we can desensitize me, or if it'll have to be a different something that I take, I guess. I don't really know that much about what's going to happen, but yeah, started on the AC. I think I'm doing pretty well. I haven't had any nausea, and I know that's a big one for when you're doing the AC, so I'm feeling good about that. Mostly I'm just super fatigued and I have zero appetite. Feeling very grateful to be living with my parents at the moment because there's always food being offered. I think if I was living alone, I would just be not eating, or definitely not eating well. This morning I had ice cream for breakfast because it was the only thing that I felt like I could actually eat. Just nothing else sounded like I wanted to eat it, and I needed to take my steroids, and so I had to eat something, and so yeah, I had ice cream. Otherwise I've been trying to eat, reasonably well. Normally for breakfast I have like some instant oats with fruit, prunes, try and keep the fiber up and get some vitamins in there, but nah, this morning was ice cream. And then I managed to shower today, so that was a win. And then I've just been sitting on the bed, laying down, scrolling through my phone. It's about all I have the mental capacity for at the moment, is just scrolling. I'd love to be like reading a book or doing something more purposeful with my time, but the mental fog is there, and yeah, the fatigue's there, and this is where we're at with things. So just resting, chilling. Still no appetite. My mum has cooked me up some potato gems because they were the only thing that she suggested that actually sounded edible to me, and then just with some instant gravy. So far so good. It's just the weirdest feeling to know you need to eat, to want to eat, but to have no appetite. Nothing sounds good. Nothing sounds like I actually will enjoy it. Another exciting update from bed. Today is Monday, and I feel tired and sad and just all around crappy at the moment. And these are probably the days that I don't want to pick up my camera and where I have nothing to say. But they're probably the times that are more important to film and to share, because it's the more realistic side of how I feel, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know if it's the steroids or the treatment or just everything. But just being sad and not really being able to identify why I feel sad. Like, not sad about anything specific, just emotional. It's probably the word. So there's your update. It's not very exciting. It's not very YouTube worthy, but this is where I'm at today. I'm in the car. Literally because I wanted to leave the house today. My mum's just gone into the laundromat. It is very rainy and miserable out there. And I was just like, can I just come for a drive and get a coffee so I can leave the house? I'm feeling much better than I think the last time I checked in with you. I don't know if it was like going off the steroids, because I take steroids for 3 days after the chemo, or if it was like my hormones, or if it was just, you know, the chemo in general. But I just was so upset for like 24 hours. Just everything made me sad. And it was different to normal because I can usually pinpoint what's making me sad or like what I'm getting upset about. And it wasn't like that. It was just like every time my mum spoke to me, I just cried. And then I tried to eat dinner and I cried. And then I laid down and I cried. And I was just wildly emotional. So I'm feeling very, very, very grateful that that feeling has passed. But I am just exhausted. I'm just very fatigued. I just lay around and rest and sleep and yeah, do nothing. So the highlight of today is going to be getting to get in the car and getting a takeaway coffee. And the way it is right now, that is a win. That is my win for the day. Look, I don't know what the last thing I filmed was. I don't know where we're up to in this video. Right now it is 2 weeks since I had my first dose of AC. So I think 2 weeks since this video started. I am back at the hospital. I just got here a little bit early, so I thought I'd film this. I need to have my needle today. I'm not sure if I've talked about this before. It's I don't even know what it's called. It's the needle that is like protecting my ovaries, or like it's putting me into like an early menopause, with the idea being that it protects my ovaries while I'm doing chemo. Anyway, I have to have that every month. So sometimes it falls on the day that I have chemo, and then sometimes it doesn't, because it's every month and then the chemo is every 3 weeks. So anyway, all of that to say, I am at the hospital again, but this is just like a really quick appointment. It's a pretty big needle. It just goes straight into my belly and then it's done. I'm feeling pretty good today. It's such a catch-22 that I'm back to feeling like pretty good, and I'm going to have a week of feeling pretty good, pretty normal, and then I'll come back in. So it's nice to feel good. It's just, yeah, it's hard to go from feeling kind of normal and back to myself and to then jump back into like, I know how I'm going to feel next week. I know I'm going to put my body through it again. And if anything, it might be worse, because apparently with AC, it's like cumulative, some of the effects. So we'll see. The thing I've really struggled with most this round, so since I started AC, I've only done the AC once, it's heartburn. And like that kind of sounds, I don't know, when I say I have heartburn, I feel like it minimizes what I've experienced, because it is horrible. It's really, really horrible. It's this feeling, like it's like in my chest, and it's this feeling that like my food's not digesting, and it kind of feels like it's all stuck in here. It's not nausea, so I don't feel like I'm going to vomit it up, but it's just, it feels horrible. And so then at some points I don't want to eat because I feel like it's going to make it worse. And sometimes I don't know what to eat because I don't know what's going to make it feel a bit better or what's going to make it feel worse. And yeah, it's been really, really the biggest symptom, and it's been tricky. It has been tricky because it just makes me feel so unwell, and just it makes eating food so difficult, and it makes picking what to eat so difficult. And yeah, that's been the worst symptom. In one side, I feel like I'm really lucky because, you know, I've been so lucky to avoid feeling nauseous. I'm so grateful that that hasn't been one of my side effects. it's so hard to describe to you how horrible this heartburny thing is. And I still have it a little bit. Like right now I feel like there's a lump in the bottom of my throat, or it's not even my throat. I guess it's where my esophagus is, or like in my lungs. It's so hard to describe to you what this feeling is, but it's gotten better. I'm much better today. Like today I just feel like I can eat and I don't need to think, is this going to make me feel horrible? But yeah, it's been shit. Really, really shit. But yes. Okay, anyway, I better head in and get this needle. So that's your update.